Line with Morose and Carly on the left wing, Laird and Busher on the back end, and today's opponent is the Ashton Extreme quarter semifinals in the CCM World Invite here in Chicago. Extreme enter the zone down the left wing, leave it on the wall at the blue line, shot deflected off the back wall, picked up by the Extreme, moved back to their D, their shot deflected into the slot area, and Amador reaches out and puts a glove on it with a Extreme player bearing down on him. Stenari steps in for the face-off. Pushes it back, Extreme shot deflect wide of the net. Rose is going to try and get there on the half wall. Extreme gets there, punches it into the behind the net. Busher tried to cut out, and that got cut off of his stick. Extreme in the zone from the Ducks. Quick shot and a save, pushed out of the zone all the way down in the Extreme area, and the refs wave the icing call off. Extreme quick transfer, and it deflected up by us, just below us here. As we have no protective netting, which I prefer anyways. Camera tries to focus on it sometimes. We got a clear, unobstructed view of all the hockey action. We got Bedard out there with Pond and Escamilla. Smith retracts into the Duck zone. Little Busher drives it up the wall, hits Pond. Pond quickly shifts it over to Bedard. Bedard on the entry, cuts into the slot, comes off of his stick. Smith picks it up with the drive just wide of the net. Busher drives down, pushes it into the corner. Bedard cuts away from pressure behind the net. Puck possession, drives, cycles it back down to Pond. Pond back out to Escamilla. Escamilla with the drive. And a big picked up off the deflection. Bedard comes back to his stick. Nice little stick movement. Gets into Escamilla with the drive. Another block shot. Back to Smith with another drive. Escamilla cuts it down before it makes its way in. Quick little transition into the slot area. Pond stick drives it just wide. Now the Ducks have some good offensive zone pressure. Busher pushes it in the corner. Quick drive out to Escamilla, and he redirects it wide of the net. Pond picks it up on the half wall. Comes off of his stick. Extreme on the entry, broken up by Busher, pushed back into the corner. He drives around the near side here, picked up by Escamilla. He pushed it back into the corner to Smith. Smith looking for the outlet pass, having a little bit of trouble with it behind, gets it up, sends it behind Escamilla. He has a little bit of trouble with it, holds the zone, and now Smith punches it out into the neutral zone. Extreme back in the Ducks in. Busher there to break it up, but he gets it knifed off of his stick. It's got pressure on the puck carrier. Into the corner. Stenari comes back to help out and wrap it up the far side wall. Extreme hold it in though. They drive it in deep, comes back to Escamilla's stick. He's able to skate it out of the zone. He gets met with some pressure, gains the red line, drives it deep into the Extreme's end. Milton gets on the loose puck. Go down, gets it centering, gets it to Baker. Baker with the drive, came right onto his stick. He drives it, and the goalie came up with a big save. Gets it over to Stenari. Stenari gets it back, comes back to Baker on the backhand. He tries to wrap around, bounce it off the back of the goalie's pads. It's unsuccessful, and the Extreme break out. Comes back to Go Down. Go Down transfers it back up to Melton. Melton chips it into the zone, stays with it. It's got Stenari. He tries to punch it out into the slot area. Dusterhoff hurries up and gets over the wall to hold it in the zone, drives it in, and that deflects in on goal. And the goalie is able to track it and keep it out of the back of the net. Keep this game at 0-0 here. 11:37 left in the first period, just getting underway here. Stenari punches it forward. Comes back to Stenari. Stenari in a circle with the drive. Rebound. Baker picks it up and he scores! Baker picked up the rebound, working hard on the left side, and punches it in for the first goal. Ducks get a 1-goal lead here with 11:30 left in the first period. Soria's line out with Lee, flanked by Lee and Yampolsky. See if they can keep the pressure going. Yep, they do. Zone entry. Shifts it over to Soria. Soria in the slot. Gets knocked off of his stick, but Yampolsky's there battling for it. Comes out into the neutral zone to Busher. He winds up and drives it in on goal all the way from the red line. Soria in on the forecheck. Extreme able to exit the zone. Laird gets it and drives it in from the red line deep. And the Ducks on the hunt. Comes back to Laird. He's got the red line again. He drives it all the way in. We have to touch up. Ducks are in offside. They touch up and tried to cut that off. Comes all the way back to Busher. He shoves it up to Lee. Lee picks it up. He backhands it up the wall. And Busher on the activates down low into the corner. Busher spins away from pressure. Cycles it back down and tried to feed it out into the slot to Yampolsky. Lee drives it up the wall. Laird picks it up and a shot gets deflected wide of the net. Ducks humming in the zone. They hold it in. Lee picks it up. He shifts it out to Busher. Busher drives it down into the corner. Ducks change it on the fly. Nice little shuttle pass on the backhand of Busher in the slot. His redirection's wide of the net. Stenari back out there. He picks it up off the, there we go, fresh troops off the bench. That's Pond with it, or Carly with the drive. Doesn't make its way in. Busher, a nice little toe drag around the pressure. Then he gets a wheel spinning, shoves it into the slot. Stenari, quick little transfer into the slot, just out of the reach of his partner there coming in. Oh, Busher comes in with a big hit on the puck carrier. Tipped up the wall. The Laird comes back to Stenari. Stenari, quick little transfer to Carly. Carly pulls it between his legs. 360s away from the pressure. Drives it into the corner to Stenari. Stenari works out of the corner, moves it up the wall to Little Busher. He gets it over to Smith with the drive and a deflection just wide. Comes back to Moroz. He drives it to Smith. Another big drive and a save. Ducks all over the extreme right now with offensive zone pressure, and that's going to be a penalty. Yep. So he was reaching. Rose got caught a little reaching. This is a little iffy. It's early on in the game, so I'll reserve the right to be nice to the ref so far. I crack myself up sometimes. Anyways, the Extreme will get a power play opportunity here, first of the game. 5-on-4 opportunity. Stenari punches it into the Extreme zone. They move it back to get things set up. Stenari in on the forecheck pressure. Short-handed, killing some precious moments off the penalty. Now Carly's going to start with the forecheck pressure. They move it near side, go stretch it far side. Oh no, somebody lost their edge there. Shot, big save. Almador redirection into the corner. Extreme, nice little stick by Stenari. He got a deflection, but it ended up coming in on Almador. He caught it at the last minute, redirected it into the corner. Another drive wide and picked up. Left in the slot. Another shot blocked by Dusterhoff. He backhands it up and out of the zone. And Stenari's in on the forecheck pressure. Chases his guy into the corner. He's looking like he's going for a change. Get some fresh penalty killing troops out. Nice little offensive zone pressure on the entry. Go down in the corner. They're driving it up the half wall. They transition it up high. Nice little poke check by Escamilla. He's going to jump on the gas. He's in all alone. He's got help. Breakaway. Back. Oh! Wow! Oh yeah, he punched it in. Nice little transition. 2-on-0. Way to jump into play. I think that was Bedard. Yep, Bedard jumped on the gas, jumped into play, created a 2-on-0. Escamilla dished it over to him at the last minute for the wide backdoor punch-in and a 2-goal lead. Ducks up 2-0 early on, so they continue the first period action now. That was missing for a couple games. They've reignited that, and it's going to be more important as the next game's only a 2-period game. Oh, quick transition for the Extreme, and they missed the shot opportunity. Comes back over to the far side here, or near side here, and that's going to be icy. Oh no, they're waving it off. Stenari gets there, beats to the puck. Oh, now it's Bedard. Bedard sending it to with a drive to Busher high and wide. Escamilla picks it up on the half wall. Extreme on the exit. Comes out to Bedard. He moves it back. Kills some time off. And there's still 8 seconds left. This is all short-handed effort. Extreme pinned in their zone. And they're outnumbered. Or they have the Ducks outnumbered. Penalty's over. 5 on 5. This little work by Laird. Laird stripped the puck, caused a turnover. Busher tried to drive it up. That's stolen, but then Ducks recover that. Up to Busher. Busher dumps it in. Goalie redirects it into the corner. Baker jumps on the loose puck. That's knocked out of his reach. Puck moves up the wall. Laird dropped down low. Hahn picks it up. Baker chips it into himself. Comes back. Stays the blue. Oh, tried to feed it over. Came off of his stick. Extreme go the other way. That comes off of their stick. Nice little punch, poke check by Laird. Puck's in the corner. Laird and Baker missed it. Extreme have it. They move it up to the near half wall. They go down low. Baker picks up the guy in front of the net. Shot. Deflected wide. Baker picks it up. Loose puck. He's got 2 guys to beat. They come away with the puck. Extreme cycle it down. There's Busher. Busher's going to pick it up. He's driving it up the wall. Extreme with some pressure in the Duck zone. Busher picks it up. He just hoists it up and out of the zone, but it hits the a little too much loft on it. It hits the roofing here. So faceoff's going to come back into the Duck zone to the left of Amador. 5:52 left in the first period. So the Extreme's showing some signs of puck movement and offensive zone pressure here. Busher redirects it over to Smith. Smith gathers the puck, sends it up and out into the neutral zone. Extreme transition back into the Ducks end. That's driven up off the wall. Comes to Yampolsky. Yampolsky gets on the gas, gives it over to Lee. Lee pushes it in the zone. That gets knocked off of his stick, but he retracts to it and comes back. He fights through some pressure in the corner. Extreme skate in, pick up the loose puck on the exit. They're able to hoist it up and out. That's picked up by Busher and sent in on the red line, in on goal. They dump it to their D. Yampolsky with the pressure. Comes out, Smith picks it up, gives it up to Yampolsky. He loses it in his feet, comes off of his skate, and Extreme drive it in. And that's going to go for icing, as he did not have the red line. So face-off coming back into the Extreme zone. These are always dangerous for the defensive team. Advantageous for the Ducks right now. Denari pushes it forward. Marley jumps on with some pressure. Sonari centers it. The goalie redirected it up into the netting. Got a defensive change going on for the Ducks. Dusterhoff and Go Down come out. Sonari punches it into the corner. Rose jumps on loose puck. He works out of the corner, up the half wall, back into the corner. Oh, wow! That went in on net. Got a little pad saved by the goaltender. Comes back to Moroz. Snapshot. Deflected wide. Carly picks up the loose puck. He fights through the hook. Wow. And there's the penalty. So the Ducks are going to go on the power play. Carly draws the penalty with the effort out of the corner. Extreme's able to chip it up out of the zone. Busher picks it up. He gets it spinning. Across the red line, zone entry. Down into the corner. Pond picks up his D position. Puck moving on the power play around the perimeter, back down to Busher. Busher cycles it back down to Bedard. Bedard walks behind the net. Tries to get it out to Escamilla. That's chopped off of his stick. Escamilla with it. He spins away from pressure. Cuts off the wall. Gets knifed off of his stick. Over to Pond. Pond back to Busher. Busher up to Smith. Smith gets a wheel spinning. He cuts across the red line into the zone. He drives it in. That's cut off by the extreme and shoved out and all the way back down. Ducks having a little trouble getting zone penetration on this power play. They're going to switch things up, get the second unit out. Big Busher comes out. He chips it up the wall to Escamilla. Escamilla quickly to Pond. Pond across the red line. Zone entry down the right wing into the corner. Behind the net. He gets met with some cross check. Wow, Bedard over to Busher. Busher quickly shifts it to Escamilla. Escamilla with the drive, and that was a block shot. Wow. Yeah, see, the ref got that cross check I talked about. So it's going to be a 5-on-3 power play opportunity for the Ducks for 34 seconds. Hits him into the box on the cross check. Carly steps in. He punches it over to Stenari. Stenari back to go down. Go down, walks down top circle. Over to Busher. Busher winds up. That's going to be a goal. Yep. See? Snapshot. Top left corner. Ducks up 3-0. Busher from go down. Actually, Busher from go down, and I believe Stenari. Somebody put it back to Busher. I mean, back to go down. Go down with the shift over to Busher. And so now it's going to be a 151-minute power play. Ducks still on the power play. Stenari backhands it in the zone. Carly comes down with support. Rose in there nicely with support. He drops it back to go down. Go down over to Busher. In the slot. Another shot. Just missed that left-hand corner. Back to go down. Go down off the wall. Over to Busher. Right too far out in front of him. He shifts it down into the corner. Stenari gets the puck knocked off of his stick, but Big Busher's down there in the corner. Stenari circles back. Oh, actually, that's Big Busher back down here. His backhand attempt got deflected. Nice little recovery on the back check. Moroz comes in, picked up by Stenari. Stenari's got Carly. He moves it up quickly. Carly on the entry. Comes over to Stenari. Stenari with the drive. Deflected. And then it cleared out. It was laying there in the slot area. The Extreme's able to pick it up. Go down goes back to pick it up. 55 seconds left in the Ducks power play. Moves it over to Busher. Busher cross ice feed. That's broken up in the neutral zone. Comes back to Busher. He fights through some slashes. Cuts in. Drives it over. Oh! Who was that? Who was that? I gotta pick that up. That was Carly. Tried to get it to Pond with a quick shot. Extreme able to drive it in. 28 seconds left. Escamilla picks it up on the back end. Stretch pass all the way to Pond. And just off of his stick, Extreme's able to drive it back in. Little Busher back to pick it up. He's got it behind the net. Gets things set up. Gets the wheel spinning. Cuts across neutral ice. Across the red line. Zone entry. Splits a D. And the ref's not going to give him that one after 2 penalties in a row. 5-on-3. He's going to let that one go. Pond on the back end, and the penalty's over. So Ducks unable to capitalize on the second power play. And that was an offside entry. 56 seconds left in the first period. I believe there's going to be an ice cut right after this first period, and then we'll have the second and third period after that. Puck works back into the Extreme zone. They retract, get things set up. And icing waved off as it was touched by an Extreme player on this side of the red line. Over to Smith. Smith works out of the corner, stretch pass. That's going to be deflected off a Stenari's stick, and ice is going to be called as he didn't have the red line control. .5 seconds left. Can't tick off the clock fast enough. Get the ice clean. Stenari with Baker and Melton out there. Shot deflected. Stenari picks it up, cuts across the red line, pushes it in the zone, gets around the D. He's got Baker on the back door. He picks it up, spins around the net, comes off top circle. Another rebound, and Melton drove it just wide on the backhand. Melton almost got a goal. Baker picks it up in the corner, stays with it, tries to feed the slot, comes back to Dustroff, hops over his stick, comes out in the neutral zone, so the Ducks got to touch up. Dustroff spins away from pressure and just smartly lets the clock tick away, pulls it into the corner, and after one, the Ducks have a carry. Here we go. Stenari, Carly, and Rose up on the front end. Stenari pushes it forward to Carly right away. Carly with the zone entry down the left wing. Puck protection, center, wow! Got it out to Stenari with the drive, tried to hit the short side. Laird gets it down to Carly, back up to Stenari and hopped over his stick. Oh my goodness. Quick action right early on. Go, Carly tried to feed Stenari again, and it got deflected off a skate. Extreme go the other way, backhand. Weeded out, no, rebound, and it's covered up. Wow, that was a little dangerous. Amador sprawled out on the ice. Oh, is that not? Was it? He started the game? Oh, jeez. Thank you. Thank you. Did you play last game? No. Okay. I got Northrop's dad here correcting me. Right on. That is Northrop in net. I apologize for that. Here goes Escamilla in all alone. Oh, he pulled it on the backhand and just came off of his stick. Extreme punch it back into the zone. Extreme on the exit. They chip it into the zone, and that goes for icing. Was I calling Amador all first period too? Yeah. Oh jeez. It's alright. Oh boy. Bedard steps in on the faceoff. Punches it into the half wall. Escamilla there pinches the wall. Bedard protects it. Comes off of his stick. Extreme stretch pass far side wall. Zone entry. Punched off of his stick. Quick little transition to Escamilla. He gets it over to Bedard. Bedard top circle, hands it back to Escamilla. He gets knocked off the puck. Extreme moving up the wall. Bedard, nice little pinch to the wall and held it in briefly. Now it gets punched out. Ducks got to touch up. Busher drives it back in as his partners come out. Pond comes in with some pressure. The Extreme send it all the way down. So did they have the 13 shots versus our 5? We did 13-5. Because I know they had a couple little sections of offensive zone pressure. Yeah. Baker steps in for the face-off. He's got Stenari there. He pulls it back and deflects off the ref skate back to the Extreme. They're on the exit. Go down, bounces the puck up the water. That's Dustroff gets it back to Go Down. Go Down drives it up to Melton. It comes off of his stick. Punch back into the corner to Go Down. Go Down fights through the slot area, stays with it, gets it up to Baker. Baker with the zone entry down the right wing into the corner. Comes back, tries to give it back to Stenari. That's cut off by the Extreme. Go Down holds it in nicely. Melton chips it down in the corner to Baker. Baker gives it to Stenari behind the net, and it comes off of his stick. Extreme on the exit, across the red line into the zone. Dustroff drives his guy wide into the corner. Baker comes in, strips the puck, chips it up the wall to Melton. Melton on the exit, feeds it up to Stenari, comes off of his stick. Stenari's got to touch up. Baker on the entry. Oh, just out of his reach. And chip back in the zone. Duck's going to change things up. Extreme takes her time getting out of the zone. Stretch pass, and that's going to go for icing. Tried to hit the guy on the blue line and catch the Ducks on a line change. Missed the connection, and the face-off all the way back into the extreme zone, just to the right of their goaltender. Soria steps in on the face-off. Extreme with the exit, cross the red line, zone entry, dump in, back to go down. He drives it right back up the wall. Extreme cuts out off and punches it back behind Northrop. Back and forth action, pressure, center attempt broken up by the Ducks. Back up the wall to Busher. Busher chips it off the wall nicely to Soria. Soria with speed entry. Has Lee with the backhand shot and a glove save. Extreme on the exit, cross the red line, through the neutral zone, fighting through pressure. There, wow, centering attempt broken up by Impulski, picked up and skated out of the zone. Stretch pass, hits Lee on the right wing. Lee with the zone entry, little saucer pass in on net, and the goaltender reaches out and gloves it up off the ice.
Go, Ashford! Come on, White!
Denari, Carly, and Moroz out there now. Puck gets tied up. Carly gets back to it, gets it back to Busher. Busher walks the blue line, drives it back to the half wall to Carly. He chips it down to Stenari behind the net. Stenari finds it in the near side corner. He cycles it back into the corner to Carly. Carly nicely comes off the wall and picks up puck protection. Then comes off the back of the net awkwardly. Held in. Oh no! 2-on-1's going to develop. The stream is able to chip it beyond. And Smith tried to break, or Laird tried to break that up, gets through, but Duck's able to clear it out of the zone. Extreme right back into the Duck zone. Laird chases his guy into the corner, breaks up the centering attempt, broke it up, chipped up to Moroz. Moroz gets the skates moving, gets it over to Stenari. Stenari quickly over to Carly. Carly back to Stenari, but that's deflected by a defenseman on the extreme. Stenari goes back down to Carly, misses that connection. Puck makes its way over to the far side corner. And on the forecheck pressure, Stenari almost causes a turnover, comes out into the neutral zone. Laird drives it right back in, glove down and in on net. Ducks go for a change. Extreme tries to chip it up off the wall. That's intercepted by Laird. Laird drives it right back into the corner, off the wall. And Extreme punch it right back out. So we're playing back and forth action. Nice little transition over to Escamilla. He chips it in on the backhand. That's shoved right back out of the zone by the Extreme. Bedard with the poke check comes all the way back to the Ducks D and driven back. So back and forth action through the neutral zone. Busher with some pressure. Extreme cycle it into the corner. Laird activates in the corner with some pressure, strips the puck nicely, spins away from pressure, pushes it up the wall. Ducks on the breakout. Nicely chipped up by Busher to Escamilla. Escamilla tries to get it to Bedard. Connection. Bedard picks it up. He cycles it back down to Escamilla. Quickly out to Palm with a drive wide of the net. Comes back to Escamilla's stick. He circles away from pressure. Cuts out of the corner. Behind the net. Nice little shuttle pass into the slot area, but no connection to a Duck teammate. Comes back to Busher. Busher with it in the back end. He's chased behind Northrop. Busher spins away from pressure. That's cut off. He's got to go back up the other way. Sends it up to Smith. Smith chips it up off the wall to Pond. Pond leaves it for Bedard. Bedard cuts around to D. Gets in. Nice little drop pass and a big drop. Pond with the drive and a big save. Ended up with a stick in his midsection and another big save down there by Northrop. as the puck went the other way, Extreme comes in, and he got around Smith, and got a drive in on Northrop. Cross-ice feed over to Busher. Busher being chased back into the corner. He spins away from that pressure, drives it up the wall and out of the zone. Extreme's there to punch it back in, but they have an offside guy, so that's going to leave Dusterhoff in all alone. But as everybody else went for the change, and the Extreme's outnumbered. Melton's got Baker. He drives up to Baker. Baker's unable to accept the pass. Comes off of his stick. He circles back to the puck. Dusterhoff works his way back behind the net. Extreme with the pressure in the zone. Go down, chips it up to Baker. Baker over to Melton. Melton with the zone entry. Chips it into the corner. And the goaltender reaches out and puts a stop to it. Push behind the Extreme net, they move it up the wall. Held in there nicely by Go Down. Go Down activates down the wall, gets it out in the slot. Nice little transition, Lee with the drive and a big save. Yopalski comes in and digs it out of the feet. He cuts off the wall, out of the corner, into the slot. Gets knifed off of his stick, comes right back to him in the neutral zone. He drops it back to Go Down. Go Down quickly gets it up to Dusterhoff. That's knifed off of his stick. Extreme with the entry and a drive. Blocker punched into the far side corner by Northrop. Picked up by Soria. He drives it up to Lee. Lee and Yampolsky. Lee tries to feed the slot to Yampolsky. Hits his feet and deflects back to the wall. Big drive by Dusterhoff. Picked up by Lee and stripped off of his stick. Moved up the wall, held in by Go Down. Go Down chips it back down to Yampolsky. Yampolsky battling for it in the far side corner. Lee comes in with some pressure. Turnover to Dusterhoff, deflects off of his skate and out into the neutral zone. Oh no, wow, shot, big shot and a big save by Northrop. The puck just bounced onto the Extreme stick with a point blank shot. Northrop tracks that into the midsection. Keeps the Extreme off the boards. .616 left in the period. Spinari steps in. Picked up by Spinari, yeah. Up to Spinari. And on the entry, broken up quickly. Ducks got to touch up. They do so. Stretch past far side. That's cut off by Busher in the neutral zone. He quickly gets it over to Moroz. Moroz back to Carly with the drive. And Spinari jumps up and gets in on the goaltender. He makes a save. And then the puck stripped off of Busher's stick. Quickly moved up and they get behind Smith. Smith with the Laird with the diving poke check. Before the guy could pull the trigger nicely, Busher picks it up, gets the wheel spinning, cuts into the zone, into the slot, shot, punched into the corner and cleared out of the zone. What a diving effort by Laird to get back and keep the player from being able to pull the trigger. Puck punched back into the Extreme zone. They stretch it, chip it into the Ducks' end. Laird back, wraps around over to Carly. He peels it off the wall. Gets the leg spinning, cross-ice feed way out in front of Moroz. Moroz got to skate into it though. He holds his own, cuts down. He's got Carly down low, shot. No rebound for Carly to pick up. 4:58 left in the second period. Almost circled back and cut the cross-ice feed off. Bedard circles back to the neutral zone, gets a wheel spin, and he cuts right back into the zone, down the right wing, into the corner, or circles the net, drops it back to Smith. Smith winds up with a drive wide of the net. Escamilla tried to redirect it out into the slot area, comes back down to Escamilla. He spins away from pressure behind the net, comes back off the back of the net. Bedard comes in to help him out. Pond drops it back into position, and Bedard fed it to him just outside his wheelhouse, unable to pull the trigger cleanly. Smith's drive deflects back to an extreme player. They're on the exit now. Across the red line, zone entry, cut off into the slot area, but Busher back to break that up nicely. Extreme. Wow, somebody's got a broken stick. Escamilla on the breakaway shot, deflected, saved, and deflected over the net, and we got an extreme penalty. .346 left. Ducks on another power play. Carly steps in for the face-off. He got it over to Moroz. Moroz came in to pick it up, and it got cleared out. Go down back to pick it up. Says pass to Sonari. Sonari chips it over to Carly. Carly with his own entry. He backhands it around the wall to Go Down. Go Down pulls it off the wall, spins away from pressure. Walks the blue line, gets it over to Busher. Busher back to Go Down. Go Down top circle. He punched that just wide of the net. Sonari picks it up. He goes back to Busher. Go Down unable to pick it up with the skates. He kicks out in the neutral zone. Transitions it over to Moroz. Moroz got to jump on the gas. He pushes it back to Go Down. Go Down looking for the stretch pass. Hits Carly. Carly on the entry. Gets behind the D. Pulls it behind the net. Unable to get into a shooting lane. And Go Down drives that wide. Picked up by Sonari. Sonari met with some pressure. Chipped out into the neutral zone. Go Down picks it back up. And Ducks having a little bit of trouble getting things set up. Busher on the entry, pulls up just on the inside of the blue line, chips it into Escamilla down low. He's got pressure on him. Extreme wrap it around the wall. That's held in nicely. Wow, that was a good move to get it out. Extreme player pulled it up off the wall and created an opportunity for him to skate it out of the zone. And as the Ducks D had it, the wall pinched. Go Down with some trickery. Gets it up. Stretch pass. Extreme able to clear it all the way back in. 24 seconds left in this power play opportunity. Ducks unable to get anything really set up. Go Down leaves it there as they switch up the D on the power play. Comes out in front of Pond, and that gets punched back out into the neutral zone. Bedard gets it over to Smith. Smith back to the near side to Busher. Busher walks into the center ice. Zone entry. Top circle, leaves it. Quick little transition to Escamilla. Escamilla, wow, little shot, low shot, kicked back out into the slot area, picked up by the extreme, and pushed into the corner. Pond gets it up to Escamilla. Escamilla, puck protection against the wall. He gets it out to Bedard with the, he didn't get all of it, drilled it wide of the net. Comes back to Escamilla. He gets it back to Busher. Busher down to Bedard. Bedard, nice little spin away from the pressure. Gets it over to Pond. Penalty's over. Bedard's got it behind the net. He chips it up the wall to Pond. That's intercepted by the extreme and shoved out of the zone. That's going to be icing. 1:06 left in the second period. Baker steps in for the faceoff. He wins the faceoff back to Dustrov, but the extreme jump on the loose puck. It gets punched back to Go Down. Go Down shoves it over the wall to Melton. Melton spins around, has the red line, drives it in. Baker's going to chase down the loose puck in the corner. Pulls it out of the corner, stays with it. Gets it out to Melton. Loose puck. Baker comes in, punches at it, and it's covered up now Melton gets cross-checked and put down to the ice. The helmet of the goaltender come off too. He's reaching out trying to find it. Probably caught a stick trying to swipe at it. 45 seconds left. Baker looking for his second goal of the game. Baker punches it into the corner. Extreme wrap it up and out. Belstrop unable to hold the blue line. He stays with it. Removes his zone. Comes back to go down. Go down. Cross ice feed over to Melton. Melton corrals the puck. Gets the wheel spin and cuts into the zone. He's got Baker cutting through the slot. Shot. And a glove save. Nope. It's behind the net. Baker picks it up. Pulls it back over to Melton. Melton with it. He spins away from pressure. Cycles it back down to Sonari. Sonari buzzing behind the net. He goes off the back of the net. Comes back to the near side wall. Melton's going to pick it up here. He shoves it back down to Sonari. Sonari met with two extreme players. Melton comes back to help him out. He shoves it back into the corner of Sonari. Sonari works it into the corner. Gets it out. Tried to hit Baker on the far side, but it doesn't make its way through, and they shove it out. And that's the end of the second period. And after two, Ducks still up 3-0. Ducks up 3-0 still. Sonari steps in, gets it back to Busher. Busher gains the red line, drives it in on that blocker, punches out into the slot. Hopped over Carly's stick. He cycles it into the corner just out of the reach of Morose, or Sonari. Morose jumps on it on the half wall here. Peels off the wall into the high slot. Gets it over to Sonari. Sonari with a quick little direction. Well, who is that? That's Carly. Carly with a quick direction. And it comes all the way down. And icing's being waived. Or, I mean, icing's being called. Punches it into the corner. Scheme gets there. They drive it up the wall. On the breakout. Bounces off a leg. Sonari gets it quickly. Drives it from Morose. Morose down the right wing into the corner. Carly comes in to help him out. He gets met with some pressure. Drives it back to Busher. Busher off the wall. High slot. Shot deflected off a stick. Busher a little frustrated with himself. I don't know why. Got a little shot off, but deflected off a defender's stick. Went high. Busher back to Busher. Another direction down low off a stick. Picked up by Sonari. He cycles it down to Morose. Morose battling for position. And comes off. Extreme wrap it up the wall here. Busher tried to keep it in. Hits by him. 3-on-1 develops. And 3-on-1, and they walk in down the right wing and find the top shelf over the shoulder, and the Extreme has a cut the lead by a third. So Bedard steps in. .48, still a lot of time left. Extreme on the entry. They look a little hungry. Big shot deflected off a Busher stick and into the nettings. Face off coming to the right of Northrop. Bedard steps in. Allen for the puck. Extreme with it. Wow. Busher reaches in, fills it out, gets it up to Bedard. He fanned on the dump in. Nice little poke check by Busher. Escamilla picks it up, cuts across the red line, drives into the zone, punches it into the corner, center it's up, nobody there on the back door. Extreme pick it up. They're able to chip it up. That's broken up by Busher. He's got the red line. He tries to shove it in along the wall. That's intercepted by the Extreme. Driven in on Northrop. He redirects it behind his own net. punched up the wall to Pond. Pond tries to drive it up to Escamilla, and now it's punched into the zone. Escamilla with some pressure. Driven down to Escamilla. Behind the net, tried to center it out front. That doesn't connect. Comes to an extreme player. They're able to skate it out past the red line. Smith steps up on the puck carrier. Shot way over the net into the far side here, or near side. Driven back down. Busher drives it over to Smith. Smith with the stretch pass. No connection back to the extreme D. They have it. They're going to stretch through the neutral zone. Zone entry. They go wide. They get around Smith. Centering attempt. Wow. Big save and a rebound. And the extreme just pulled within one on the first save from Northfield. Gave up a little bit of a rebound. And as he sprawled out, the puck trickled out. And the guy was there had a wide open net. And it's a 3-2 game all of a sudden. So the Ducks got to put some pressure here. Regroup. They've all of a sudden given the Ashford team some life. Off pushed over. Here goes Ashford right back into the Duck zone. Into the corner. Go down picks it up. He gets it out to Melton. Melton unable to accept the pass. Pushes it out into the neutral zone. Extreme drive it back up to the wall. Back over to Melton. Melton on the zone entry. Down the right wing. Into the corner. Pulls up on the half wall. Chips it down low. Baker picks it up. Tries to center it out. That's deflected right back to him. Gets it out to Melton. Comes back to Baker's stick. He drives it on the backhand. Back down to Sonari in the corner. Sonari cycles it back down. Ashford drives it back up the wall. Go down, unable to hold it in. Ducks got to touch up. Gives time for Ashford to exit the zone. They retract back for the regroup. Stretches the far side. They tip it back into the Duck zone. Go down back to pick it up. Drives up the wall to Melton. Melton centering attempt right to the extreme player. They're able to drive it right back into the zone, but that's going to be icing as they did not have the red line. So face-off going back into Ashford's zone. Next goal is huge for either team. Soria steps in. Pushes it back. Ashford wraps around the near side wall here and completes the exit to the far side. They're pressing. Picked up by Yampolsky. Yampolsky trips it up the wall. That's intercepted by Ashford. Driven right back. Comes back to Yampolsky. Soria on the drive. Comes in and a poke check just before Soria can pull the trigger. That comes out. Comes back to Busher. Busher circles away, chips it up the wall to Yampolsky. He cuts off the wall, crosses the red line, drives it up to Lee. Lee chips it into the zone, stays with it, held in. Soria drives it down low. Ashford picks it up in the corner, drives it high off the glass and all the way down. Busher cuts that off real quick. Goes over to his partner Laird. Laird chips it up in the air. Unable to pick that up with Soria, but now it's pushed up to Soria. He puck protects along the wall, chips it down low to Lee. Lee's going to pick it up on the far side, chips it back down to Yampolsky, but that's cut off by the extreme. They cut off the wall, and on the zone exit, Busher comes in, chips at Lee with a shot high over the net, comes off the back wall. Lee comes in, picks up the loose puck. Now it's picked up by the extreme and skated out of the zone. Sonari comes in with pressure, drives it over to Smith. Smith gets it up to Yampolsky. He gets the stick on it. Ducks change, get some fresh troops out there. Extreme transition, stretch pass through the neutral zone. Poke check by Busher, unsuccessful. Sonari comes back, picks up the loose puck, and is able to chip it up out of the zone. Gets it up to Busher. Busher picks it up, gets it out to Sonari. Sonari comes in with the drive just wide of the net and comes all the way down. Busher comes in, picks it up on the far side wall, fights through some stick check pressure. Zone entry, chips it into himself, into the corner, stays with it, gets yanked down, and there's a call. Back to go down. Go down with a drive and a save. Picked up by Carly in the corner, I believe. Yeah, it's Carly. Carly spins away from pressure, gets it to Moroz. Moroz over to Escamilla. That gets chopped out into the neutral zone. Busher retracts as Northrop's to the bench. We got the extra skater on as the delayed penalty continues. Busher gets things set up. He misses the connection to Escamilla, and that is touched up by the Extreme. And the Ducks are going to have a power play opportunity here to punch one in. This is, again, the next goal would be huge for either team. So hopefully the Ducks can capitalize on this power play opportunity here.
Let's go, Ashford. Come on, boys.
Face-off at the face-off dot. Escamilla in on the forecheck nicely, pokes it ahead, fights through the pressure. Ashford comes away with it though. Stick check. Let me zoom in here. And Ashford's able to get a stick on it and send it out. Bedard unable to control it. They're able to get around and get a stick on it. Ducks regroup. Busher picks it up. Gets the momentum going north to south. Fights away from some pressure. Sends it over to Smith. Smith, cross-ice feed to an Ashford player through the neutral zone. And they get around. Wow, they get around. Shot. Big save. That would have been disastrous. This is a power play, and the Ducks are doing absolutely nothing with it. Ashford's able to send it all the way down in on Northrop. He's got to redirect it wide. Busher picks it up. They get the new troops out there. They leave it down. Go down picks it up. 50 seconds left on the power play. Gets it over to Busher. Busher with the speed down in the slot. He got his puck knocked off his stick, but On picks it up, drives it down to Go Down. Go Down puts it down deep. Sonari activates into the corner. Puck protection on the wall. Tries to get it to Carly on the side of the net. Carly pulls back, gets it over to Sonari. Ducks working the perimeter. Big blast from Busher. Rebound. Another shot to the side of the net. And cleared up the wall. Held in by Busher. He chips it into the corner. Carly's going to pick it up behind the net. Gets it out to Go Down. Centering tap. Big drive. Big drive. Another big drive. Rebound in the slot. Another shot. And now it's cleared out. Penalty's over. Extreme kill the penalty off. Ducks are battling with some, what's the saying? Playing with fire. Back down to Sonari. He's unable to accept the pass from Busher. Puck comes off the wall. Busher on the exit. On the crushing hit. Extreme skate into the puck, into the corner. Go Down back with some back pressure. Leaves it back into the corner for an Extreme player in the near side corner. They go back to their D. Wind up. Shot deflected in on Northrop. He tracks it into the midsection. 6:10 left in the game. Ducks are leaving these guys with some life. Someone needs to find a way to get that 2-goal lead back. Escamilla steps in on it. Gets it back to Busher. He sends it into Northrop. He had a little bit of trouble with it. Comes out into the slot. Unable to clear the Ducks. Extreme with the shot down low. Sending an attempt. Goes up high. Baker picks it up. He's got Melton with him. Baker and Escamilla. Baker cuts to the middle. Gets it over to Melton. Melton with the drive. And a big save. Baker sends it to the back of the goalie again. And gets out into the slot. Smith drops down low. And cleared up and out. Bush is going to get over there, get to the puck, and he's going to chip it up and out. We're back into the Extreme zone. Nice little rush there. Damn, I thought that was going to find its way in. Extreme with it. The referee's in the way. Baker activates on the forecheck pressure. Extreme stretch pass. Zone entry down the left wing into the corner off the back wall. Picked up by Busher. Busher drives it up to Baker. Baker with some speed into the zone. Cuts around. But there's too many people. It finds its way in the slot. Oh, man. I thought it was going to come to the side. But the goaltender's able to get a glove over it. 2:07 left in the game. Stream with the face-off. They drive it up the wall, chip it out of the zone. Picked up by Go Down. Go Down shoves it up. Hits Soria. Soria chips it up. Extreme cut through the slot. Dust drop back into the corner. Extreme hold the zone. They chip it down low into the corner. And they try to chip it up high. Comes all the way over the far side here. Push back to Soria. Soria with the exit stretch pass. Misses the connection. That's going to go in on goal though. So no icing. And with Yampolsky's pressure there, the goaltender has no choice but to cover it up. 4:27 left in the game. All of a sudden it's a nail biter in the third period here. Bedard steps in, pushes it into the corner. They drive it back. Hahn's going to cut that off behind the net. Centering attempt to Busher. Busher with the drive. And a big save. Bedard steps in for the face-off. Punches it back to Escamilla. Escamilla sidesteps the pressure. Puck comes off of his stick. Extreme's able to punch it out in the neutral zone. Lair drives it right back into the corner, far near side corner. Pond in there on the forecheck. Extreme wrapping around the far side wall. Cross ice speed. Busher gets a stick check on it. And that puck flew up close to us. So that face-off's going to happen in probably center ice. 4:01 left. Bedard's going to take the face off. He pushes it back to Escamilla. That gets knocked off of his stick. Extreme with his own entry. Shot blocked to the near side wall. Pond's going to pick it up quickly, get it up to Bedard. He gets it up to Escamilla. Escamilla cuts off the wall through the slot into the slot. Pond has it. No, shot. Save, kicked out to the far side wall. Escamilla picks it up. He's got Bedard looking for a good shooting lane. Escamilla with it. He gets it up to out of Bedard's reach though, and quickly transitions. Extreme quickly transitions. Shot blocked by Laird. Another shot kind of deflects over Northrop, and the Ducks are able to clear it out. But Extreme on the offside entry, Vaughn with it. Is able to skate it out of the zone and through the neutral zone, stays with it, tries to fan on the dump-in attempt. Extreme quickly transition right back out through the neutral zone. Busher cut that off, but the Extreme able to stay with it down the right wing into the corner, pulls up on the half wall, looking for some help, and a shot ends up to the side of Northrop, redirected behind the net. They go back up to the high D area. And down low, quick little transition, loose puck, and still loose behind the net. That would have been dangerous. And Northrop finds it and puts a glove over it, a blocker over it. Ducks got to find a way to get back down in this offensive zone. 2:38. Stenari steps in. He puts it back to Busher. Busher drives it up the wall. Extreme's there to hold it in. They punch it back into the corner, but Busher's there to pick it up. He's able to skate it out of the zone. Comes off of his skate or stick. He gains the red line, backhands it in the zone, into the corner. Who is that? Carly. Battling for possession. Extreme's able to drive it up. Here goes the. Oh no! They come down in all alone. Oh, Northrop with a huge save, and wow, and a tripping call. So the Ducks are going to be shorthanded the last 2 minutes. And here we go. Ducks going to have to come up with a huge PK. Northrop with a huge save to keep the goal, or to keep the game at 1. But unfortunately, on the rush, the Ducks take a penalty, and there you have it. 2:08 left in the game. Ducks in the box for 2 minutes. 1 goal game. The goalie's coming out to the high circles. Oh, they're pulling him to the bench already. They're taking him to the bench. That's held in by the Extreme. Pushed into the corner. Back up. Busher there. Scenario skates into it. Laird there. He pushes it up the wall. Extreme with it. Scenario's able to clear it up and out. Carly's going to beat the guy to the puck. Nice little forecheck pressure. Carly tries to get out of the slot. Picked up by Scenario. It was redirected wide off a skate. Almost had a shorthanded opportunity. Extreme leave it there. 1:25 left in the game. 6-on-4 for the Extreme as they pull the goaltender with the power play. They drive it up through the neutral zone. Stretch pass. Busher picks it up. He's able to hoist it up and all the way down and wide of the net, but there's Pond. He drives it in, and the Ducks score a shorthanded. Pond picks it up off the back wall. I think that's Pond. Carly picks it up off the back wall. Busher's clearing attempt, and the Ducks have that very important 2-goal lead. 1:01 left, still on the power play. Goaltender's back in, so it's 5-on-4. Ducks definitely made this a little more difficult than it seemed it should be. Go down, winds up, clears it out. Picked up through the neutral zone. Escamilla circles back to it. He stays with it, cuts through the neutral zone. Escamilla down the left wing, into the corner, through the legs, into the slot, shot, and off the goalie and into the netting. So 38 seconds left. Offensive zone face-off coming. Ducks have a little breathing room with that padded goal. Paulski with the face-off. Gustroff fills it up, hops over Escamilla's stick, but he circles back to it, has it in the corner, behind the net, stays with the puck protection, gets knocked off of his stick now. Extreme pull up behind the net, try to get things set up for one last rush. Running out of time, 20 seconds. They get through zone entry into the corner, centering attempt, makes its way through, back to a D. Shot, picked up, cleared out to Escamilla. Escamilla's going to have the rush, and he winds up, and with the stick check from the Extreme D, is able to deflect it wide. And the Ducks make it interesting, but send the Ashford team home. So that's it here. Stay tuned for tomorrow's game announcement. I think it's going to be an early one. Do we know what time the game is tomorrow? They play the Bruins.
Yeah, the Bruins are going to be tough.
Yep.
Really tough.
We're going to have the Bruins up first thing in the morning. We don't know the time, so take a look for. I'll look for that email I'll send out once I find out. Thanks for tuning in.